Mini! We all have a Mini. 2006. Basically, the alternator is not charging the battery. Customer, good friend, they have brought it in. Battery was dead. His power steering went off that was electric. Jump started it, got it here. I've checked the voltage across the battery. While it's run, it's like 11 volts. Should be near a 14, 13.8. So let's see what's involved. I haven't actually done one of these, so you'll have to bear with me. Alternator's on the right-hand side of the engine at the front. This has got an air conditioning pump below it, so there's no way of getting it below. So I suspect we have to take the whole front end of the car off, which is not a big drama. Let's get to it. First things first, safety. We're dealing with electricals. I've disconnected the battery, which is in the boot, or the trunk, if you're across the water. Battery's disconnected, we know it's safe. First thing, front bumper cover off. There's a row of screws along here with a crosshead. Take those out first. Taking that row of bolts off the bottom, they're a bit rusty. One of them crumbled, couldn't get it. So if you get a slit disc on a grinder and just cut a groove in it, you can get a screwdriver in there, get a bit of purchase on it and unscrew it. Next, we've got a bolt here, which is a T30, Torx 30. We'll whip those two out. And I think that will bring the bumper skin off. There's a few lights to disconnect, but we'll do that once we've got the bumper off. And there's another screw here. It'll be the same on the other side, which I guess will be a Torx. But there's a little handy hole in the mudguard to get at it. Okay, that's the bumper skin off. Disconnected the lights, two on each side on this one. And there's also an outside air temperature sensor that just clips into the bumper. Now, this aluminium bumper cross member, what do you want to call it? There's a bolt there, bolt there, bolt there, bolt there, bolt there. There's a lot of bolts, the same at that side. Basically, we're just trying to dig down into this corner to get in there. So it'll be this off, aircon radiator off, drain the water, take that radiator off, this plastic trim. This plastic piece is a whole front end. I suspect the whole front end will come off in one, but I've never done it before, so I'm just going to take it off piece by piece till I figure it out. Air conditioning radiator next. There's a bolt here and a bolt here, 10mm. I don't really want to disconnect the pipes because I don't want to recharge it. We'll just see how far it'll move out the way. There might be enough just to sneak that radiator out, and we'll see what's behind here. It'd be nice if I didn't have to take this whole plastic piece off. We'll see, we'll see. Now there's a big peg there and a big plastic peg there. I presume you just pull them out and the radiator will come forward. We shall find out. Right, I'm going to go up and drain the water from underneath, take the top hose off, take the bottom hose off, and then this should just come out the way. And with any luck, I can see the alternator. We might be able to get it without taking all this off. As you probably saw, there's another bit of trim comes out under here. Whip that out. Bunch of 10s along there and two cross head screws here and here. Now the bottom hose is just on this side of the radiator at the bottom. There's a springy clip. Undo that, drop the water out. Bottom radiator hose is now off. Coolant is drained. Take the top one off, which is just behind here, and hopefully get the radiator forward enough to disconnect the electric fans, which might be this wire here, I'm not sure yet. Then hopefully we can just lift the radiator out the way and see the piece we are looking for. Just notice there's a bleeder there. I'll have to remember that bleeder to bleed the air out when we refill it with coolant. Yeah, the wiring's heading up along here. It's definitely a whole front end off. I'll have to explore that in another video, but for now we can just about get at what we want to get at. I can now see the alternator underneath a massive supercharger. Let's see if I can get these wires unplugged. Oh yeah, they're unplugged right the way across here. And that is the piece we're looking for, the alternator. There's a wiring plug here, and just behind it is the heavy 12-volt cable from the battery. As far as I can see, there's 1, 2, 3 bolts that hold it in position, but I'll unbox the new one just to make sure. But I need to figure out how to release the tension off the belt. Yeah, there's your new one. 3 bolts. 2 wiring connections and the belt, and that's it. I would like to change the belt while I'm doing this, so I'll have to figure out how to get the belt off. It'd be so much easier if all this was out of the way. Can't be much holding it. Right, I think I've sussed it. This bracket here on both sides is bolted into this front panel, but this has 2 bolts underneath. I'm thinking if I take those 2 out, 2 at the other side, that frees that up. Pull the wiring through that little hole there, take off the wheel arch guards on each side where they're connected, and this whole front panel should just come off in one. The only problem I have is my air conditioning pipes are going through there and I don't want to disconnect them. But we'll disconnect all that, see how far it'll come, because all I needed is for this to come out the way a bit. I mean, I could do it like that, but I think if we're going this far in, we might as well explore. So yeah, as suspected, to take these 2 captive bolts out, take this 10 out that's attached to this back frame, and they just lift it out. I was slightly reluctant to take them out because it's pretty rusty crusty in there, but now they're out, it makes sense. The whole front end will come off once I've separated it from the plastic wheel arch liners. I guess people who do minis regularly, if they're watching this, will be going, just take the front end off. Please just take the front end off. And I get it. I'm just exploring. Okay, got the whole front end off, as you can see. I've just left it hanging. It's not heavy, so it shouldn't damage the pipes, it'll be fine. This is all so I don't have to disconnect the aircon radiator and regas it. Now we can see what we're doing. Look at this. And there's the belt. The tensioner is up in here, and it basically has 2 holes in it to release it. So I've made a special tool, which incidentally has got a Ford special tool on the other end. A couple of bolts, 35 millimeters apart. They'll go in the 2 holes. Take the tension off the belt, take the belt off, disconnect the electrics off the alternator, take the alternator off, and we're good. The electrical plug's got a tag on the top to press down to release it. And there's a 10 millimeter for the main battery wire. 10 millimeter bolts. And that's it, new alternator on. Sorry for that, I was a bit ham-fisted, but I've never done one of these before. Yeah. These bottom arms, once they're out of the way, everything just comes off. I would imagine when they assemble these, everything's built up on that panel and it all just pushes on in one go. But in this instance, because it's got aircon, I didn't want to disconnect the aircon, so I've done it this way. Not many have aircon in this country, so it's quite unusual, so it would have just been take the whole front end off. Anyway, putting it back together, just the reverse of what I've done. Run this film backwards if you can. I don't know, something like that. But show you, I've laid everything out as I've taken it off. There's that bit, there's that bit. Those bits, all the bolts are laid out as they've come off, so I just know how to put them back together. Those are the big subframe bolts. Hope that was useful. Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, all of that jazz, it all helps. Thanks for watching.